Hey everybody, welcome back to Terran's Books and Beyond, and here's a fun fact. When I first started BookTube, I didn't believe in rereading books. I thought it was a waste of time because you already know all of the emotional beats and plot twists that are going to happen, so if you're just going through all of that again, it's not as exciting as reading it the first time. Plus just the pragmatic sense of me, like so many other people, I have so many other books that I need to get through, so the idea of reading things I've already gotten through instead of working my way through the rest of my backlog is just kind of ridiculous. But before you post passionate comments about how important it is to reread books, I do get it now. I understand why people reread books. I understand how fun it can be to reread books. Well, not quite the latter, because I really haven't ever reread a book. But that is going to change, because this July, I am doing a rereadathon. Well, not really a rereadathon. I'm doing a rereadathon for myself. Y'all are welcome to join in, but really this is just me getting through some stuff that I feel like I should take a second look at. Stuff like Not Otherwise Specified by Hannah Moskowitz, which is one of my favorite books of the past year, and so part of the reason I want to reread it is just to experience all those fun emotional beats again. Plus the fact that I read this during the very first Diversathon, which was 1 week in September, and I read 8 books during that time, and so the unfortunate side effect, especially because this came in near the end, some of the details of this, some of the emotional beats and the development of the characters, I really didn't stick in my mind because I was trying to get through it so quickly. And of course, I'm also going to be reading Huntress by Melinda Lowe. This is one that I always keep saying that I have to reread. Well, now I'm finally rereading it. Long story short, I thought it was going to be an epic fantasy adventure, and it wasn't as strong on that point, but it makes a very good epic romance. And I think reading that with that kind of genre in mind is really going to help me appreciate it a lot more than I did the first time around. Then there's some stuff that I read in my pre-BookTube days, like Spinning Out by David Stoller Jr. This I read I think 3 years ago on a camping trip. This is a book that deals with, among other things, a teenager developing schizophrenia. I thought it was really good when I first read it, but that was way back when I didn't fully understand a lot of things about schizophrenia or mental health or representation of mental health in YA literature. So it's entirely possible that I may have totally misconstrued this book. I want to reread it so I can see how well it portrays it based on what I know now, and if it does really well, then I'll happily be able to recommend it to a lot of other people as well. And then, a super classic, we have Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is an edition that I bought along with Persuasion and Sense and Sensibility because they all looked really nice and they were on sale 3 for $10. Now, if you want to get technical, I have actually read Pride and Prejudice multiple times. I've read it twice, maybe twice and a half if you count And Zombies, because that's literally just the text of Pride and Prejudice with zombies haphazardly shoved in. But the other 2 times I read it were for school, and so I wasn't really reading it, I was analyzing it and taking notes and preparing essays to write on it. And so I feel like if I read this now and actually read it for fun, then it'll be great. There won't be as much pressure on me, I'll really enjoy it. I might actually be attracted to Mr. Darcy like everybody else is. It'll be great. And yeah, like I mentioned before, this is more of a personal rereadathon. Like, if you really want to do a bunch of rereading in the month of July, go for it. I fully support you. And when you think about it, July is probably the best month for rereading. I mean, you're probably done school for the semester. Almost all of your shows are going to be finished and gone on hiatus. It's the month dedicated to vacations, long road trips, and trips to the beach, which are all awesome places to read. Plus, if you're doing Camp NaNoWriMo for July like I am, rereading stuff during Camp NaNoWriMo is probably a really good idea because there's not as much pressure to get through all of these books while you're also trying to write a novel. They kind of balance each other out. You can take a more relaxed approach to reading books that you've already read. You can go way quicker through things that you already know what happens. Even if you are reading for a closer look at the details, there's going to be places that you can just rip through. But yeah, this is mainly just a personal experiment to see if I can actually do rereading well. If you guys feel like doing a whole bunch of rereads during July, that would be cool too. You can hit me up in the comments below. You can also talk to me on social media. I've got Instagram, a Tumblr, a Twitter, and a Goodreads, and I'll send them all down there. You can also like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I upload videos every week, or at least I try to. Don't really have a dedicated upload day. Maybe if I did, that would help me get more followers. What can you do? But anyways, I'll see you all later.